Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome to How to Play Assassins in Teamfight Tactics Set number 2, because we have the new season that just started, new rank season. So just before we get started here, I would like to go over that I currently hit TFT Gold 1. I hit this on stream last night. If you want to go watch the VOD, it's still up for a little while. I'm also going to showcase my build. We play assassins literally every single game. It's amazing. So you can see here, first, third, first, second. We have an eighth, fourth. We played over 50 games of assassins, and I'm going to teach you today how to play assassins yourself. So also, I'll show you case where my actual rank is. You can see it in the bottom left of your screen. I'll have it on the video the whole time, but let me showcase my other screen to showcase the stat website. So this was me searching. So TFT Gold 1, number 292 in North America. Okay, now that we've proven that assassins are good, let's teach you, the viewer, how to play assassins and how to play teamfight tactics and win. So I edited a game of mine that I think we can learn a lot from. So here we have a start of a game. So we're at round 2 NPC round. We have only 2 units. So basically, the way this works is Teamfight Tactics. You pick units, champions. You put the champions in play, and then the champions fight for you. Okay, so basically, what you're seeing here is the beginning NPC rounds where you fight minions and you get gold and items for killing the minions. Sometimes you can open up an orb that gives you champions. Okay, so that's basic TFT. The goal that I'm looking for, or the things I'm going for in the beginning, are Woodland Druid, but this game I started off with a Syndra, and Syndra is Ocean Mage, and I was testing out this game Mage start, because if you notice, Vladimir plus Syndra plus LeBlanc was 3 mages. LeBlanc is the most important character in my build, without a doubt. So LeBlanc is the core to my Woodland Druid. LeBlanc is the core to my early assassins. Without LeBlanc, I struggle. So the biggest goal, the biggest thing you're trying to achieve is the Woodland Druid combo with LeBlanc being the carry. You put all your items on LeBlanc. Now, obviously, until that time, you put your items on any of the ranged units you're going to be selling, or maybe a 2-star that you get early, etc. So basically, I stick with mages here, and I sold off my Maokai, you may see, or never mind. Level 4, I put in Maokai. I in this spot, it was actually better to put in another mage, probably the Syndra, because I already was so in. I found out later, okay, so this was like the day before I hit Gold 1. Number 292. So I realized that when you're heavily invested into a team comp, so already have 3 mages, you've done all the hard work, and now you just get to reap the rewards. So why did I put in a Maokai that only has a Druid when I could have put in... It doesn't even have Druid because LeBlanc isn't a Druid. Okay, so I could have put in Syndra and it would have been way better. So basically, how to play assassins. You're looking for the start of every game, Woodland Druid. And the reason that start is so good is I think they're the strongest starting units in the game, and I've used them all the way to the late game, and I actually came like second or something with still a Maokai, Ivern, and a LeBlanc. Okay, so you're looking for your 6 assassins after this, because your start is the Woodland Druids. You have Ivern, Maokai, and a LeBlanc. LeBlanc is an assassin, so you're only missing 2 more, and you can get like your early Diana and your early like Nocturne / Kiana, and this is where the game gets interesting. Okay, so your start is pretty much always the same. Pick units, get 2 stars, try to make a powerful team comp early with the stuff that you get. Never... This is now basic fundamental tips of teamfight tactics, okay? I do not reroll until I have 50 gold. I eco really, really, really hard. As you see, my health is very low. I intentionally do not reroll or level until this round, like until the round where I have 50 gold, because I want the extra 5 gold per round. You'll notice from within the last few rounds that people are beating me, and then you look at their money and they'll be like poor and I have 30 gold more than them. The eco every round starts to add up very quickly, and I will pass them in gold, and they will never make the difference back. It's literally impossible. So you can see here I rolled a bunch, got Vlad 2, got Diana 2. I'm 1 assassin away from 2 assassin, so I level up here. I get my 3rd assassin in, so this is 3 assassin, 3 mage, 2 ocean. It's 3rd ocean because Kiana's an ocean too. It's really weird. In theory, I could have taken out like the Vladimir or the Syndra and put in a different mage like Vagar or Brand if I saw one, but I didn't. This is a pretty interesting game. Mages were weird. I really like Woodland Druid Assassin way more. I don't like mages. I will tell you now. So the reason... LeBlanc is the core of the build, okay? And LeBlanc is Woodland Assassin. That's what we like. And then the mage part is cool, but there's a problem with mage. Mages do not do well with the items that I'm building for assassins and my actual build. So I don't want to build mage items. And I don't want mages because I'm an assassin attacking physical attacks. So I want attack items, not spell items. You see how this works? So, oh, there we got our Kiana 2, LeBlanc 2. We have a Rek'Sai 2 already ready to go in. Here's where I think, okay, I'll just force the level up to get a Rek'Sai 2 in because I'm at 58 life. I'm 7th place in the lobby, and I would like to stop losing so much, and 1 less gold to maybe not lose a round would be really good there. So we verse another Woodland Druid. He's got 10 less gold than me on the eco. It's pretty good. So we've gone over the start is Woodland Druid. If you can't get Woodland Druid, I recommend basically good units. So good units are kind of dynamic. So I was trying to explain, you are going for assassins after LeBlanc, and Kiana is an interesting element in your game. So if you notice, the beginning of the game when I go to the carousel, that the dragon element already shows in the middle carousel when you're first picking your first character, if you didn't know. Then the ground spot, you see how I have 2 ocean spots? That tells me that we have an ocean dragon affecting the map, and that Kiana is going to be an ocean. So, Kiana, ocean on this map. Knowing that Kiana's an ocean, I have a free ocean in my team, meaning I can add... in this game specifically, Nami is an ocean mystic I really like, because then she works with Master Yi to get the mystic combo to get MR onto your team. Because your whole team gets MR, and ocean gives you your whole team mana gain per second. So it's really cool. I switched out Syndra for Brand, as I was talking about earlier, how I said, oh, I have an uneven amount of oceans and I should just be a little bit better about it. So 2 higher star unit is very cool. We also made the Thief's Glove. So I really, like I said, I like to prioritize attack things, but Thief's Glove is like, okay, so the priority of items as well is Spatula is the #1 item in the game. The next best for this build is the Brawler's Glove. The next best is BF Sword. If you already have a BF Sword, technically you could go for Long Sword and Chain Vest, because I think that Phantom Dancer is one of the most broken items in the game right now. So you can turn defensive items into broken offensive, like game-changing. A Nocturne with a PD, an Olaf with a PD, a Skarner with a PD. All these things are so dumb. But the point is, you build around Kiana. So if Kiana's a mountain, you either build Talia or Malphite. Malphite's better than Talia, but Talia's a 1-drop. It's easier to get. If your Kiana is infernal because of infernal spots, you're gonna get an Annie. Azir is a desert summoner, so now you have Annie summoner and Zed is a summoner, the final assassin, so you can get 3 summoner, and then with Annie, the Inferno from Diana and the Inferno from the Kiana, that's 3 Infernal as well, so it's a completely different build just because Kiana rolls differently. So there's 4 different variations. If your Kiana is Cloud because of the Cloud map, you like to go Yasuo, so don't go Desert, don't go Steel or any of the Ocean or any of the weird stuff, okay? Instead, you would go, this is the best one of them all, Cloud is broken. If you get Cloud, you win. Yasuo, Janna, you hit Cloud Lux, GG, you drop Yasuo, and you're super, super happy. Then you can get Mystic, and you're like immune to attacks, immune to spell. It's so good. It's so good, dude. So there's the 4 different variations of the build because of Kiana. That's what I recommend. Definitely build around Kiana, and it's completely reliable because you know what it is at the start of the game. There's no randomness. It's awesome. All versions of it are really good, but I think Cloud's the best, especially with how powerful Lux is. If you hit a Steel Lux, you should go 4 Steel with Rek'Sai, Nocturne, and Lux. Very powerful. 4 seconds of immunity for 3 units is ridiculous. So you can see on that carousel, I got Zed. Zed gives me my 6th assassin. With deleting Diana from the team, I could turn Rek'Sai into an assassin. I love to make one of my units into an assassin every single game if I can, because in every single one of my comps, if I'm Ocean, I don't need Diana or LeBlanc. If I'm Infernal, I don't need LeBlanc. Basically, in every single one of them, late game, I can just remove LeBlanc. It's fine. There isn't a single one where I need LeBlanc late game, so I don't generally 3-start unless I've been given like 8 LeBlancs by the time I'm going to sell it. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to 3-start and sell this other thing that I don't have any of. Like Nocturne could be, nah. I like Nocturne, but point, you get my point. I could sell Diana in every single comp except for the Infernal comp, so it's very interesting. So you can see here, we're looking for that Kiana 3. We're at a chicken round. We still have a Nocturne 1. We have a Kha'Zix 1. We have a Nami 1. We have a Nazir 1. We have so many upgrades. There's Azir 2. So here's where I'm like, okay, so we're level 8. This is like late game decision making. At level 8, it's 60 gold to level up. It's a lot, right? It's my entire eco. Or I could go for these 2 stars, which seems really easy. And while I'm going for 2 stars, there's a very high chance for a 3-star. So finally, another thing that you may not know is Zed. His ultimate, he's the last assassin, right? So he's our most powerful unit. His ultimate, he makes when he gets full mana, he'll make a copy of himself, and then that copy will do the same thing. But the copy has a higher mana cost ultimate, and it's higher the lower star level the Zed is. So 50, 25, 0, going down as you star your Zed. So a 2-star only has 25 mana increase on the next copied Zed, if that makes sense. So Zed with Spear of Shojin is insane because he increases mana costs, but then you also, like, your mana pool will be bigger, but then Spear of Shojin restores a percentage of the missing mana, so therefore, of the mana, so you'll get, like, legit 18%. It doesn't matter, so increases don't actually matter as much, so Spear of Shojin's really good on him. Also, Zed, when he copies all the items too, so the copies have the items, unlike Woodland. Very powerful. If you can give Brawl, you see this Thief's Glove that the Kiana has? If you put Thief's Glove on Zed and he makes a copy, he'll actually give 3 items to the copy and not 2 and a Thief's Glove. The Thief's Glove turns into a 3rd item. So Thief's Glove actually has higher value on Zed than every other unit in the game. Yeah. So as I said, Kiana 3, we have Thief's Glove on it. We have our Assassin Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai has Steel, so they have 2 seconds of immunity. Same with the Nocturne. We didn't build around Nocturne this time. Our Zed has Spear of Shojin, Giant Slayer, and this spell block thing that stuns the target that breaks the spell shield. Every single Zed will get the spell shield if the first Zed didn't lose the spell shield before it copied, so that's also really powerful. We have this carousel. I got a BT. There wasn't really anything better. After the first 4 people went, the 5th guy got a Zephyr. It's like, that's pretty shitty. Damn, that's real bad. But we put our BT, in a second we're going to be putting our BT on the Kha'Zix because we 2-start our Kha'Zix here. It's super beautiful. We're just obviously, like I said, we're not leveling because it's so expensive to level to 9, and we already hit Zed. Zed's the biggest reason that you level up is because you have a higher chance to hit 5 drops. But we didn't actually need to do that this game because we got carouseled Zed because we were doing so badly because of the early game. We got to carousel, and carousel, I don't only use carousel for items like I used to because the new TFT Set 2 is so heavily injected with items. I feel like items are the overabundance, and champions can be hard to get, and gold is really a very important resource now. You need to be very gold efficient, so not wasting your eco is important, if that makes sense. Dude, look at that Zed clone. Ooh. So this is Lataco. How you doing, man? He's got 40 gold. We're in Final 4. So we have our whole team comp pretty much settled down. Everything's together. We have our Nami. Everything's coming together. We have this Tibbers sitting here because we're like, if we hit 9, we could throw in the Tibbers. Annie for the summoner to give Azir, Annie, and the Zed summoner. But I decided to not actually use Annie after all. Because I figured Mystic could be a more powerful buff than Summoner here. I actually do not like Summoner in my Assassin build at all because, so I tried, I know I wasn't going to mention variations where it didn't work, but basically I tried a version of it where I went Assassin, put a bunch of mana items on Zed. Zed made 8 clones. I versed a mage. The mage AoE'd all of my Zeds in basically one shot. And I was like, but I have Summoner. So Summoner feels really bad, and I would rather just have higher damage and have good things. And yeah, Summoner seems bad. Whereas Mystic, adding 40 magic resist to every single unit, taking them from 20 to 60. That's a lot. So we got Master Yi instead of Janna. We sell off Janna Soraka because it's just the highest tier, highest level Mystic in the game. I always do that. Unless I already had a 2-star Janna, I will probably keep a 2-star Janna. Because it will go off, and a 2-star Janna heals quite a lot, to be honest. It's a very powerful unit, should not be discredited. So I killed that guy. We had 3 clones, and here's the final fight. This dude was so happy that he got lucky and didn't verse me, so he got top 2 instead of top 3, because I was clearly the most powerful. Like, we stomped people with many units left over. This game was for gold 4, which at the time was top 600. I have a screenshot of that if you guys really wanted to see it. I'll leave it in the description below. I'll also leave a link to my profile. I'll also leave a link to the stat page. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you could learn something about how to play Assassins. I hope this was informative in any way. And I really hope that you guys could take something from this, and now you can go play Assassins and dominate the ladder and ruin the game. The only thing I have to warn you about is Phantom Dancer is a hard counter to the build, and so is Olaf going off crazy. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. You have to one-shot him, and then he goes PD, and then you can't one-shot him because you can't crit, so it's impossible. Crystal with Skarner with a PD is impossible with Warmogs because he can't be hit for more than... Oh, and Thornmail, Crystal, Skarner is unkillable by Assassins, but will die to Inferno and Mages. So that's also interesting. We have a trifecta in the game. This is chess after all, right? So hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll take this opportunity to thank my Patreon supporters who financially support the channel. So how will I do this? Remove the media source, remove, I guess, LOL client, and then I have to put this back over. There we go. Then I move my camera. There we go. Thank my Patreon and YouTube members. Patreon, White Wolf, Tradnix, Biggest Lad, and Steven. And my YouTube members, Garbar, Tradnix, White Wolf, Farkbone, Kerbed, John, Lelouch, Lamperu, and Dawid. Thank you guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!